Your team has daily stand-ups. You run 2-week sprints, you track velocity, hold retrospectives, and your Jira board is a work of art. On paper, you're agile. But delivery is slow, morale is slipping. And customers, they're not exactly thrilled. If that sounds familiar, you might be leading your team straight into something called Cargo Cult Agile. And it's more common than you think. The term cargo cult comes from a real piece of history. During World War II, Allied troops built airstrips on Pacific islands to receive supply planes. Local islanders watched as soldiers built runways. And then, like magic, planes arrived filled with food and goods. After the war ended, the planes stopped coming. But some islanders believed they could bring them back. They built imitation runways and wooden control towers, even fake radios made from coconuts, thinking that if they just copied what they saw, the planes would return. They copied the form, but missed the function. Cargo Cult Agile is exactly that. It's when teams imitate agile ceremonies and processes, but completely miss the principles that make agile effective. Here's the thing. This isn't always the team's fault. Leaders often create Cargo Cult Agile without even realizing it. It happens when 1. Ceremonies have no real purpose. Stand-ups turn into status meetings for managers. Retrospectives happen but no changes follow. 2. The process is worshipped more than the outcome. The Scrum Guide becomes a holy book, and that's not how Scrum says to do it is used to shut down conversations. 3. Velocity becomes the goal. Teams focus on hitting a number instead of delivering customer value. 4. Mini waterfalls appear inside sprints. Work is locked in at the start, and adaptability is gone. 5. Self-organization is just a slogan. Teams are told they're autonomous, until they try to change the process or push back on scope. Cargo Cult Agile is dangerous because it creates an illusion of progress. Metrics look good, ceremonies are followed perfectly, the board is always up to date, but value delivery, stuck, culture, slipping, responsiveness to change, slower than your competitors. It's not just inefficient, it's a leadership credibility problem. Your team becomes expert at performing agile, instead of being agile. The good news is you can fix this, but it takes leadership willing to prioritize outcomes over optics. First, anchor every practice to a purpose. Before enforcing a ceremony, ask, what problem does this solve? If the answer isn't clear, change it or drop it. Second, coach on principles, not just practices. The Agile Manifesto is short, but it's the foundation. Make those values part of your team's conversations. Third, empower real self-organization. Let teams adapt their process, tools, and sprint structure to their context. Fourth, measure value, not activity. Stop obsessing over velocity and burn-down charts. Track customer impact and business results. Fifth, model continuous improvement. Act visibly on feedback from retrospectives. Show that change is not just allowed, it's expected. Agile done right delivers faster, improves quality, and lifts morale. Agile done wrong, cargo cult. Agile turns your team into professional ceremony performers who deliver less and care less. As a leader, your role is not to guard the process, it's to guard the outcomes. So ask yourself, are we delivering value, or just building runways, hoping the planes will come?